Hey, there's been breaking news literally in the last 10 minutes of a major incident in Ankara, and that is that the Russian ambassador, I believe the man's name is Andrei Karlov, has been shot. Um, it's all over the news at the moment, and this is actually, I'll just show you what I'm looking at. This is Al Jazeera. Try and get a good image there. So you can see Al Jazeera is showing a man in a suit pointing at the roof. I don't know if he's a security guy or if that's the alleged assassin. I shouldn't say assassin, um, but it does seem that the ambassador is in a serious situation in a critical state. If he dies, this could be a very serious matter. Obviously, Russia has been patching up its relations with Ankara over the last year, ever since that shoot down incident in Turkey when the Russian plane was shot down. That obviously caused serious tensions, even warnings it would be a second Cuban Missile Crisis. Thankfully, that didn't transpire. Both sides kept their cool, but um, this is obviously a situation that could escalate if either side responds in the wrong way. Now, obviously, it's too early to say who's done this, but apparently the attacker shouted out, "This is for Aleppo." So whether it's an opposition fighter, fighting against Assad, obviously they hate Russia for its role in the Syrian war. Whether it's an ISIS fighter, maybe even a Turkish nationalist, I think the latter would be the most dangerous, of course, because that would then lead to essentially, I mean, I have to admit, when I saw this, um, my my first thought was 1914, the assassination of Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo. Now, obviously, it's not quite on that level, and I don't want to be accused of hyperbole. But that was my immediate thought. When the ambassador of a major country like Russia is shot in another major power player country like Turkey, there are going to be implications, and I just hope that I hope he makes it through this. Because if this ambassador dies, I think there could be very serious repercussions for Russia-Turkey relations, and that is obviously critical for the situation in the broader Middle East. So this is just a developing story, so I'm not going to say too much more because information is trickling through. This is CNN's coverage. So yeah, there's rolling images on a lot of the media right now. Just show Russia today. Obviously, they're taking a very it's big news for them. Um, their correspondent is not surprisingly blaming the West. Russia today always finds an opportunity to blame the West. She actually had the audacity to say that Putin um, always seeks peace, which is a lot of nonsense. Like he seeks peace in Ukraine, well, that's just blatantly untrue. But she did say that he has shown calmness in other situations, which might be true, but depending how you look at it, I think I think to be fair to Putin, he did show measured response to the shutdown incident last year. That could really have escalated, and it didn't. So thank goodness for that. But I'm going to see how this develops. I highly doubt that this was a Turkish state actor. I think it's more likely to have been an ISIS militant or another rebel, whatever way you want to describe this, but obviously living in Turkey. Um, but to have to know it was the ambassador, to have those sort of logistics, there's going to be questions asked about the security. Um, Turkey, of course, is a very unstable country at the moment. So yeah, they just have rolling stock images, so there's not much more I can say. See how this develops, but it is potentially a major story. Well, already is a major story, but I mean, we'll see how this transpires. I just hope that both Moscow and Ankara remain level-headed, and the best outcome would be that the perpetrator is arrested if he hasn't already been shot, and then the Turks can show, well, look, we're bringing justice to this person. See what happens.